photo or in Canvas, click on Photo P. We're going to be using the skater image, which is this one. So make sure you download it, right, or save it into your files folder. Right click it, save image as, and then for you at home, it's going to go into your Chromebook under the files folder. For me, it goes into downloads. Make sure you know what it's labeled, and then go over to Photo P, file, open, and then look for the picture and open that in Photo P. Okay. Everyone okay with that? And again, remember to stop me if you need me to repeat something or show you something again. So today I'm actually going to show you how they alter images, whether it's through advertisements, and particularly the things I'm going to show you today, people do on people's faces or bodies to make them look a little quote unquote better, right? There has been a movement in terms of models now. When they do shoots or photo shoots, they make it a big deal to make sure that the photographer doesn't alter the image as much to make them look unnatural. And so what we're going to do is get rid of wrinkles or blemishes with his face and on his skin, and then we're going to put him into a filter to bulk him up or mess with his head, his biceps, his arms, his legs, right? So we're going to use the healing spot healing brush tool that looks like a band-aid. So if you go to the tools column over here, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th tool. Again, it looks like a band-aid and it has like a little star right next to it. It's called the spot healing brush tool. So click on it. Okay. I haven't done anything to the layers, and right now it's set to a little circle, kind of like the brush tool that we did last class. And make it bigger by using the bracket key on your keyboard, just so that everyone can see that. So remember, the bracket key on right bracket makes it bigger, left bracket makes it smaller. I'm gonna make it so that it is just a little bigger. I'm gonna get rid of those wrinkles or creases on his forehead, right? Some people can see his blemishes, and people typically have those wrinkles along their eyes, right here, right? And which I'm getting more of. I actually saw a picture of myself from like 10 years ago, and I realized how much smoother my skin was. I didn't think it was gonna be that big of a difference. All right, so all I'm gonna do is click right there, and you see how it disappeared, or it looks like it disappeared. It actually blended all the surrounding pixels. I'm gonna zoom in, Control plus on his face to zoom in. Right, so these, again, I'm gonna do it again. All I did is I clicked once right above his forehead, above his glasses, where those wrinkles are. And what the program does, or the software does, it actually blends all of the pixels right next to those wrinkles together. So it gets rid of those blemishes by mixing all those pixels together and smoothing out. I'm gonna do the same thing over here for his forearm, where that vein is at, and then the wrinkles here where his biceps are. All right. And I'm just clicking once and waiting for the software to kind of clean or blend. Right, and this tool is tended to be used in smaller areas. You can't really do that on a big section. You could also get rid of some of these wrinkles if you wanted. So just to kind of show you, see how I got rid of those wrinkles. So again, it's taking all the surrounding pixels and blending them together so it looks like it's disappeared, right? And that's it. That's the healing brush tool. Does anyone need me to show you how to do that again? Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Okay. All right, let me zoom out. And sometimes you can tell that the picture has been altered if you use it too much, right? But it's kind of more of a subtle thing. Now we're going to do the filters. Okay. So I haven't done anything to the layer. I haven't done anything in terms of color, deleted anything. No need to do that. I'm just going to go into the filter up here at the top. And there's a variety of filters. We are going to start and use Liquify the most, because you can do the most, and I think these are the most fun out of all of them, because you can really mess with the picture or alter it. Oh, so whoops, let me go back to show you where I clicked. So filter, Liquify. Click on Liquify, and it takes you to this new window. It automatically zoomed in for me, so I'm going to zoom out, Control minus, so I can see the whole picture. Right? Remember, Control minus to zoom out, Control plus to zoom in. Right? So do it so you can see the whole picture of him. And up here on the left column or side, you have all of these options to use. And if you hover over it, it should tell you what it is, right? So the first one, it's smudge tool. Second one is a reconstruct. So if you mess up and you want to make it back to normal, you would use this tool. This tool is to smooth out any edges. This is twirl. We're going to use all of these, by the way. And then the shrink, to like shrink, I'm going to shrink his head, and I'm going to twirl it as well. And I'm going to bulk him up, give him some like Popeye arms. Let's start with the bulking up or blowing up his forearms. So click on that tool. Again, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th tool down. And just like the brush tool, you can make it bigger or smaller. I like to make it somewhat as big as whatever it is I'm going to alter. So I'm going to go to his forearms, make it just a little smaller than the size of his forearm, and then click. And it's just slowly bulging. I'm not clicking and dragging, I'm just clicking. Make them a little bigger, so you can see how it's bulking up that forearm. Do the same thing for the bicep. If you click and hold down on your mouse, it'll obviously bulge it even more. Right? Again, click, hold down, and it'll keep bulging. So I'm just gonna beef him up. Do his legs too. Don't want him to skip leg day, right? Do some calves. Bulk up his shoulders. And then I'm gonna bulk up his head too. So I'm making the brush bigger than his head, so it gets the whole head. See that? So now I've bulged up his head, bulged up his arms to make him look like Popeye. His legs are bulked up as well, right? His shoulders. Now say I like fully messed up his face and like this is way obviously too much, and I want to kind of bring it back to the original picture. I select the reconstruct tool, which is the second one, and then I click it again, and then that's, see how it's bringing it back to normal.
Bob?
Mm-hmm.
How can I mute myself?
Hold on just a minute, guys.